We started using it about 2008 when we first signed Nappy Roots up on Facebook. And they asked your location, we put Atlantucky, because we was going back and forth from Louisville. It really symbolized what Nappy Roots came from.
There was no other option. There was no it's country.
It's country. It fits right up our alley.
It's rural, it's backwoods, but as even what we did with Nappy Roots and hip hop, is like we took that and we just leaned into it a little bit and gave another version of what people thought of what Kentucky was. It works perfect for what we're trying to do now, is bring, craft beer to the hip hop community as well as to African Americans, people of color. Where I'm from, it's like, what's craft beer? You gotta find something ain't nobody doing, and then you figure that out, and that's how you have that, the lightning in the jar.
We heard the stories about the Russell family, Herman J. Russell, of this neighborhood, Castleberry Hills. How this whole area played a big part in economic growth for black people. So long story short, the Russells chose us to come into the neighborhood. This is their building. They wanted a black brewery. We knew this was an opportunity that we couldn't pass, so we did everything we could to get ourselves prepared to get in this building. For us to come in and be a part of that, be an extension of that story, we have a great responsibility here. It's a great responsibility for us to do the right things and to do it the right way while we in Castleberry Hills. We loving the challenge. We feel we're totally up to it. It feel like we doing what we did in the mid-90s when we was sitting on the porch pressing up CDs. That's part of the blessing. To me, it was work, but we enjoyed it. We knew we was on to something new. I feel that same thing doing beer. Even in the garage, when we was brewing in my garage, it's like, man, we on to something.
To have enough people aware of what we were doing while we were doing it was important for us. So we didn't just come out of nowhere and it's a shock to people. We were mentioned in Time magazine through Monday Night several years ago about just an up and coming brewery of black people getting into craft beer. We were mentioned back then, and I think that's what a lot of other breweries are gonna respect from us, is we're not just trying to put our name on something and say, hi, we made a brewery, now I'm gonna go off and go back to touring. It's like, no, we're literally putting in 12 hours of work here brewing. I can see us doing this or building this company for the next 20 years, just like we did Nappy Roots for the last 20.
Yeah, I see it being about more than beer, as we grow it. We're using our walls for artists to come through and put their art up, sell it, being a platform for other people to really get out their talents. My mindset now is like helping others get to the same place that I was blessed to get to, and even further.